Hello everybody. The new customs update just dropped, and it's got a pretty big problem. Uh, well, there's a couple, but the main one that you're here for is Farmer Cat. Uh, it is a very, very strong buy ability, and I used it in this run. You see, I didn't even, like, cap out my build to get as many stats as possible, because I just didn't need to. I was getting stats too quickly, even when I had, like, sold a pretty big unit to fit in a unit that actually has an ability. So that's a problem. But the main problem is the fact that the standard mode is not actually that restrictive. Um, for those of you uninformed, the standard mode is new to customs, and essentially it adds restrictions on your deck building to where you can only have two of each archetype in any given tier. So if you have, I think, say, cow and blue ringed octopus on tier 5, those are both part of the cycle archetype. But if you have both of those, you can't then have, like, zebra. But to be honest, this doesn't really restrict you that much. Like, when I was making this pack for the video, I didn't really have many problems with just making a pack I normally would. Like, there were a few units I couldn't include, but that was about it. Though, to be honest, it's not that easy of a problem to solve. Reason being, you can't really set it to one pet per archetype, because then that's, like, you'll get a lot of custom packs that are almost the same, because there's a lot less room for what units you can have. I think that there's got to be some way to just have units be part of more archetypes. I think I felt most restricted, or most restricted rather, when I was using units that took up multiple archetypes. I think if they did that more, that might restrict the deck building process a bit more. Talking about this run, we find the rabbit on turn 5, and you'll notice I'm on 3 lives already. This run really was not going anywhere until I got a lucky stoat summon on turn 7, which you'll see when we get there. That and the fact that I tie this fight as well. Like, if that didn't happen... Oh, wait, no, it's not this fight, rather. It's the fight after. As I remember, we go down to 2 lives here. At this point, the run looks pretty close to dead. But you will see the power of the Farmer Cat soon. It's also given, like, a pretty impactful use to a unit that otherwise is not used all that much, which is Catfish. You can talk to any experienced Pack 4 player and they'll tell you Catfish is complete garbage. It's, like, only good for the Catfish Blue Ring high roll, and even then, the scaling is, like, pretty damn slow. Yeah, this is the fight that we win, actually. I forget that we win this fight by 1 HP. But, anyway, we hit Wyvern out of this. This was, like, one of the luckiest turns I've seen. We level Wyvern, we hit Seal out of the levels, which is part of the build I'm trying to create. And then we hit Farmer Cat out of the Stoat. And so I can just buy food onto the Seal. And look at this one Farmer Cat purchase. Barring the stats from here, we get 2 corn cobs, so 1/1 to everything. But then for each corn cob, we also get 4 extra health. Or we get 1 extra health per corn cob. So we get another plus 8 health, but then 2 corn cobs land here. So we also get an extra 6 attack. So we're really getting, like, plus, what is it, plus 10, plus 12 for a single purchase of a Farmer Cat. and it can be waffled, and the rabbit and seal are only at level 1. And then I get this guy, which makes it even crazier. Because we're on turn 7, bear in mind. Watch this waffle. So it's the same as before. We get the same plus 10 plus 12 that we got before. Which you can see here. But then we also get... we get another plus 8 from the pairs. And then these trigger again. So we get... what is it? Another 4 health from the rabbit. Another 3 attack from the seal. So we get another plus 11 plus 12. So this one... this one waffle gave us plus 21, 24 on turn 7. If I've done my maths correctly. Which is ridiculous. That shouldn't happen. And yet here we are. And now we're able to just like completely crush a bunch of teams. We hit another rabbit here. The thing that I purchased gets transformed, by the way, so you can only get the pairs from it once. If you want to get it again, you have to buy another one like this. So I'm gonna buy it and then get my other plus 21, 24. That fight was surprisingly close, to be honest. Then we level the rabbit. We buy Cobra because I just want a unit that does something. And we're far enough ahead. I buy another Farmer Cat, and... I mean, now it's plus 21, 28, right? Because the rabbit's leveled up. And we get another waffle. You can see how quickly this spirals out of control. The really good thing about this is that it's not like scaling that's focused on one stat. It's balancing attack and health. Which makes me think this is going to be absolutely terrifying. I take this for now. I want to replace this with Catfish eventually. To activate the buy ability every turn. I don't think I find it yet. Well, I can't, we're on turn 10, but I didn't get my level 2 Catfish in this. My stats like basically went to 50-50 before I could even find level 2 Catfish. But like, you can quickly see how complicated the maths is to do here with level 3 Farmer Cat and these buffs, and like if Catfish were to trigger it twice. I take level 2 Cobra, which I'm definitely not complaining about. But it does mean that I have less rolls to find Catfish. Don't worry about that, we'll be okay. It's turn 11, by the way. It's turn 11. I haven't even used Sauropod. Or anything like that. Like, there's basically no gold generation in this build. Anyway, we find the Catfish. And now I'm just looking for more Catfish and more waffles. Chocolate is there. It's a little bit silly, don't you think? Face the guy who's using the Nordic goats. And a normal goat. That sounds like a fun challenge, actually. Anyway, here come the corn cobs. And then the billions of health and billions of attack from the rabbit and seal, respectively. This is still only with level 1 Catfish, by the way. Like, you're getting these same stats every time you buy a waffle as well. I actually messed up here. I forgot about Tofu. You'll have to forgive me for that, because I was not used to the effect of tofu, but I could have bought the tofu and then gotten the other chocolate to get level 2 catfish. But I mean, it's not even close for a lot of these. Bear in mind, this is still in standard. Like, it feels like this amount of stat gain should not be so easy to get in standard. But here we are. Activate another waffle. And already this Cobra's nearly at 50-50. Another waffle. And that will basically get our stats all the way capped. We won't have as much health as I would like on the Farmer Cat, but it really doesn't matter. Because the Farmer Cat will never give itself health. But that's okay. It really does not matter what we do now. So I decide I'll take this as an opportunity to show off another very broken thing that I think has come up recently as a food perk that seems really strong to me. I don't think I buy it this turn. Yeah, I'm just spamming my waffles trying to get the catfish to 50-50 as well. There it is. The oyster mushroom. What the oyster mushroom does is, before the battle starts, it transforms the friend ahead to the thing holding the oyster mushroom at level 1. We get eggplanted here. Like, this is just how crazy this is. Like, this guy wins off of eggplants and, like, moving my Cobra around. I didn't even use, like, hippocampus for this or anything. Like, there are still so many more improvements that this build can make. So what I do here is I buy the oyster mushroom, and I have this idea, if I find another oyster mushroom, we find it just in time, I can use attack manipulation, because the seal's not quite at 50 attack yet. So what will happen here is the Cobra will make the seal into another Cobra, and then this will activate and make the catfish into a third Cobra. Are you seeing the problem yet? This is a bit much, don't you think? Now granted, the Cobras are only level 1, but still it's a 50 attack Cobra, like it's still gonna do 10 damage per snipe, 8 damage per snipe. We still have 3 Cobras left. I think potentially this update might need looking into. Because this already seems a bit absurd. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day.